Why you? Thank you? She kissed me, but she trusts me the most right now. It's a great opportunity to insert a heart trigger into her. As long as this heart trigger is inserted, what going on? Huh? Coo? Huh? Ouch. Why were we suddenly ejected? I would have done it if I had one more second. Why this moment? The sudden accident diluted Yen Ryu's emotions towards me. I have missed the best time to insert the heart trigger. Could it be that Yen Ryu's bad luck has transferred onto me? Humph, I don't believe accidents will happen every time. With this experience, I will definitely insert the heart trigger into her next time. The crack leading to that space disappeared. This is strange. Indeed, it appeared inexplicably before, and now it has mysteriously disappeared. Does it have anything to do with Inchi? 6 demonic senses. Never mind, it's pointless to figure it out. The most valuable monument there has broken into dust. Let it be, we don't suffer any loss. You are right. Wait. Oh no, my trophies, all the treasures I snatched from Keshwaxi sect and Chiliang sect are left in that space. I'm sorry for your loss. Since you snatched the treasures from those two sects, you can rob them again later. We'll see. Fortunately, I have put all fragments of the power source stones in the skin pocket of Child Thousand Faces, otherwise, it would be a great loss this time. Enough about me. Mei Ling has wisdom and spirit now. You can summon your guardian spirit to finish the last step, so that there will be no worries for you. Give me more positive origin points. Huayu, your smile is a little bit creepy. It's time for a miracle. Ryu, you have made it clear to Mei Ling, right? Yes, but she is like a child, so I am not sure if she has understood what I said. It worked. Good, another chance to insert the heart trigger is coming. Huayu, it feels not right. In what way? I think it will break. Take it easy. Qinger turned into an egg too, and then she burst out from the shell. It's a good thing that the egg is going to break. It's not like a baby bird breaking its shell. It's unable to withstand the immense energy inside the shell. And about to explode? How could it be? It doesn't make sense. All the processes were right, and the guardian spirit successfully turned into an egg. It should hatch and be reborn next. Why did they separate at the last moment? The techniques and the processes are all the same, so what could go wrong is only the different part, and the biggest difference between Qinger and Mei Ling is. It must be intelligence. Mei Ling is not as smart as me. Seriously, in terms of the difference between Qinger and Mei Ling, it most likely lies in techniques and cultivation bases. When Qinger and my guardian spirit merged into one, she was not stronger than my guardian spirit, or even weaker, so my guardian spirit could swallow Qinger and merge with her. However, Mei Ling is at the pre-celestial stage and has techniques from Chongling sect. Obviously, your guardian spirit couldn't bear Mei Ling's energy when they turned into an egg just now. It is mostly because Mei Ling is much stronger than your guardian spirit. Then do you mean, I have to destroy Mei Ling's cultivation base, so that they can merge successfully? But if I do so, my strength will be undermined for a long time. After that, Mei Ling has to cultivate from scratch, and it will take a long time. I have two ways. First, weaken Mei Ling's strength. You don't need to destroy her cultivation base, just make her weaker than her current state. If you bear to do so, you can give it a try later. Second, rapidly strengthen your guardian spirit to make it match Mei Ling in a short time. I need to figure out how to do it, so I can't give you a plan for the moment. Well, Ryu, you don't have to rush. Your guardian spirit and Mei Ling are both ready. We will get it done slowly after things in Xilan Kingdom are over. Now I need you to do me a favor. Since I have a bad reputation among the people of the two evil sects, it will be easy to intensify the conflict if I go out. How about you go out and check how the battle between them and Zhou Yanping is going? I need to evaluate if I should go to get some benefits. You got me a good job, Huayu. Just give me a share if you get something. Master, she looks a little upset. Everyone would be upset seeing the matter be one step short of success. It's good for her to calm down during this time. By contrast, I'm much more stable. Although I was abruptly interrupted and missed the opportunity to insert the heart trigger, there will be a second time since there was once. Now she can only ask me for help, so I will get another opportunity to do it sooner or later. Anyway, she should get used to being so unlucky soon. Master, I have already gotten used to you being odd. Alright, put Yenryu's matter aside. What did you say just now? Is there really an undiscovered treasure here? You found it out through Qi observation technique that you just learned? Yeah, I couldn't feel it in that mysterious space before, but I got a faint smell after we came out. I just can't locate it yet. Don't worry, Master, as long as I use the technique, I will definitely dig out the hidden treasure. Huh? Didn't you just say you found it by smelling? Qi observation technique, ghost vision, ghost lantern for treasure hunting. You can choose a longer and more tongue-twisting name. Oh, I saw it, it's right underneath there. It's a very powerful treasure. Underneath? Isn't it the place where Qi leaked just now? Master, I'm going down to check first. Could it be? This thing gives out strong evil energy, but it bears quite a few similarities with Xie Yan's jade pendant. It is buried so deep, how can I take it to Master? Never mind, let me touch it. You have found Ghost Domain Pot, post-celestial stage artifact. A product refined by a ghost cultivator from an advanced level celestial civilizations. ET contains a Shimo dark tunnel inside. When it is intact, ET can take in ghosts and nourish all evil things. Due to serious damage, it has lost most functions and its essence. The host doesn't have any celestial power. Would you like to proceed with 10,000 origin points to repair the basic storage function of this artifact and obtain its use permission? A post-celestial stage artifact? Isn't it the same thing as Xie Yan's calamity-proof Rui? Surprisingly, there is such a treasure here. Besides, by its description, it isn't a one-time use item. Of course, yes, I have plenty of origin points now. I'd like to see what kind of treasure it is. The basic storage function of the artifact is being repaired, acquiring permission. Huh! Ouch! The basic storage function of Ghost Domain Pot has been repaired, and permission has been obtained. Storage function? I see, this artifact is. Master, what's going on? Why did it fly out all of a sudden? Calm down, this artifact just responded to its owner. It belongs to me now. It looks strange. Why do you say it's an artifact? What does it use for? It's a space treasure for storing things. Let me show you. Wow! It's amazing, isn't it? Sky Sealing Sword is a small item. This artifact can not only store small things but also big ones, such as this one. It can store everything that I can carry, as long as I throw the object towards the pot and give it a thought. See? This is how it works. Wow, it's awesome. With this treasure, it will be much more convenient for me to carry things along. The capacity of the skin pocket of Child Thousand Faces is too small to hold many things. How do you take things out then? It's easy. Out. Here. Wow. Isn't it convenient? Yes. What is the capacity of this treasure, exactly? Can it take in a living creature? It has a very large capacity. As for taking in a living creature, it's hard, not like objects. Living creatures would resist and dodge. So normally, it's impossible to take them in the pot, but if the living creature is under my control, and then I can let the pot swallow me, the problem will be solved. Alright, we've got inside. Isn't it the space we were sucked into before? That's right, the space crack that sucked us into this space was created under the influence of this artifact. The Qi bath you made before resonated with this artifact and led to that accident. After Mei Ling absorbed the Qi bath, we were naturally ejected. The reason why this underground palace is peaceful with abundant Qi, and allows ghosts to nourish here, I think, is that this artifact is buried here. So this whole space is inside the artifact. Isn't it a Shimo dark tunnel that can move freely? The so-called ghost domain indeed means a Shimo dark tunnel. This treasure left by a ghost cultivator from an advanced level celestial civilization is really amazing. It's a huge gain. This mysterious space is called Pot Ghost Domain, an independent space that exists in the artifact. Besides, it has similar features to the Hadao field in a Shimo dark tunnel. I am its owner now, and I can feel everything in it. This space is essentially a spherical container. The floating island where we are standing was made by its previous owner. There is nothing special here except for that broken worthless monument. Eh? Didn't Zhou Yanping say the Shilan treasury belonged to Grand Light sect? Why is there such a treasure left by a ghost cultivator from an advanced level celestial civilization? You never know, what happened in ancient times has all gone. Why do you bother? After all, we are not here to trace its origin. For now, let's try its functions one by one. Qing'er, I'll let you out, and I need to look outside through your eyes. Master, I am out. As expected, if I am in the pot, it will be completely inactive, and it will be easy to spot, which is a hidden danger. Don't worry, Master, I will stay outside and help you take care of it if you are in the inner space of the pot. It's indeed a solution. Try touching the coffin with the pot, see if the coffin can be sucked in. Okay, I am on it. Humph? It doesn't seem to work. It seems that it can't take things in when I'm inside. Ah. That's how it feels when coming out. Look at you, you are chicken-hearted. It's very scary to see that from the outside. Alright, Qing'er, get some ghosts here. I need to do some experiments. Okay. Remember, don't think of resisting, just cooperate with Master. Sure enough, although these ghosts have their consciousnesses, as long as they don't resist, it's not a problem for the pot to take them in. And more than that. Normally, things that I send into the ghost domain will land near the wordless monument, but if I think of somewhere else when taking them in, I can send them to any space in the ghost domain. That's quite convenient. I'll divide the ghost domain into different parts, and it will save me time to sort it out in the future. Huh! What the hell? Why have my origin points been depleted? There is something wrong with the pot ghost domain. It needs celestial power to improve the efficiency. The host doesn't have any celestial power. The system begins to conslime origin points. Get out, get out. It stopped. So the problem lay in the ghosts that were sucked in. Are they the cause of the abnormal situation? Or, as long as it's a living creature, even if it's a summoned creature like a ghost, the pot has to consume original points to take it in. But it didn't need origin points when Qing'er and I were in there. Is it because I am its owner and Qing'er is part of me? System, you are so penny-pinching and detestable. An hour later. I got a conclusion after using the pawn bug of Xie Yan's sect to make the experiment. As long as it is a living creature, even if it does not have spirit and wisdom, it will consume origin points. But the good news is that it has nothing to do with the number of living creatures. Whether to take 1 or 100 in, the pot will consume the same quantity of the origin points. In this case, the evil usage that I already have a generous concept can finally come in handy. Evil usage? I keep you in suspense for now, you will know it later. To some extent, its size is changeable as I wish, which is a good side of the artifact. With this ghost domain pot, even if I don't search for any other treasures and leave here now, I've already made a huge gain in this journey. Well, although Yen Ryu is an unlucky girl, she can bring good luck to her companions. The cave where Child Thousand Faces acquired Faceless Mantra was also discovered by her, and this time, if it were not for the accident caused by her matter, I would not have obtained this treasure. If I can win her over, my immortal sky will definitely rise. By the way, I have explored most of this ancient city, but I may still miss something valuable. Qing'er, since you have mastered such a useful technique, go out and see if there are precious things left that we can get. Leave it to me, Master. Huh! Guys from the two evil sects are here. Are you saying that Yan Shai and Huili want to talk with me? Yes, Mr. Yan and Grand Elder Huili sent us over to invite your highness to meet with them. There is nothing to talk about between them and me. Now your sects are fighting Zhou Yanping, which has nothing to do with me. You guys should end the fight as soon as possible and then leave the treasury. Since your highness thinks it has nothing to do with you, why did you rob our disciples? I didn't rob them. Those things belonged to Shilan Kingdom in the first place. I just took them back. As for other things, isn't it reasonable for the owner to seize the tools of the thieves who broke into the treasury? Let's put those things aside, your highness. You don't expect that we stay in the treasury or Shilan Kingdom for good, do you? If Zhou Yanping's matter can't be solved, our sects and Shilan Kingdom can't live in peace. Mr. Yan and Grand Elder Huili must intend to solve this matter. Your highness, why don't you go over and talk with them before making the decision? After all, you won't lose anything. I won't lose anything? In the end, they just want to make use of me since they can't deal with Zhou Yanping. Besides, they can't take him down with so many people. Will it make a difference if I join them? But they are not stupid. Since they asked me for help, they must have their intention. If it is feasible, I can go and talk with them, just for learning. Fine, since you came here for help, I will think about it, but my friend has gone out, and I need to make the decision after discussing with her when she comes back. When Qing'er comes back, I will know if there are any other treasures in this ancient city, it will not be late to go with them after that. And Yen Ryu, she has been away for a while, she should come back soon. You. Good girl, it's okay, it doesn't hurt anymore. It still can't work. I have tried all the ghost control methods of Chonling sect, no matter what method I used, and no matter how much Mei Ling was temporarily weakened, it just couldn't reach the last step of combination. Does it only work after completely destroying Mei Ling's cultivation base, or gradually improving the strength of the guardian spirit? But it's not easy to improve the guardian spirit's strength. Qingyu was much weaker than Huayu's guardian spirit, and she had spirit and wisdom back then, while my guardian spirit is simply. Regardless of which method I choose to restore or enhance my strength, it will take a significant amount of time. I can't afford to wait. I don't want to wait either. Huayu's method is to get past the Xinhua oath but not remove it. I'm sorry, Huayu, this time. I can only seek help from someone else. I did overestimate your strength. You confidently told me that Xilan Wei couldn't survive even if she was on guard, if I had not insisted on showing the white feather first and luring her with sincerity. I am afraid that I would have been chased by her and suffered from constant fear. I admit that we did underestimate that princess means. Your insight and caution really impressed us. Cut it out, I do count on you to help me remove the Xinhua oath. But if Xilan Wei senses something wrong, it's a fatal risk for me. One more time, I will work with you one more time, and you must first prove that you do know how to remove the Xinhua oath, otherwise. We have more than one means to deal with Xilan Wei, you don't have to provoke me with words, we won't make an empty promise since we have an intention to cooperate. This thing can help you remove the Xinhua oath. I have one more deal, are you interested in it? He asked me to collect something from Huayu, like his hair, dead skin, body fluids or blood. He can exchange the Lu family's technique, Shenong's mantra of Dark Sun, for it. I have already collected some of Huayu's hairs and dead skin through a series of intimate behaviors. It's fine to give them to him as long as his method works. Even if he doesn't fulfill his promise and plays tricks after that, I won't lose anything if only the Xinhua oath is removed. However, the solution he told me also needs to pay a price. I prefer Huayu's method, and that's why I have been hesitant. You. It's okay, it's not your fault, you've done a good job, I just can't accept the failure. Mei Ling, give it one more try, okay? I promise it will be the last time. The Xinhua oath binds the soul. Normally, it can't be completely removed if the oath is not fulfilled. However, there are so many secret techniques in the world, I have a method which can help you break free. You need to find a scapegoat who is obedient, strong, and with the same mind as you to bear the bondage from the Xinhua oath. Even with this magic treasure, it's not that easy to get it done since the conditions are extremely harsh. It might be extremely difficult for other cultivators to get a suitable scapegoat. But you are from Chonling sect, it should not be a problem for you to find that kind of ghost. Yet you need to be careful that the ghost might hurt you, and I don't think you need my reminder. According to the technique, you can forcibly extract your soul and expose the abnormality in the depth of it at the same time, including the Xinhua oath. This treasure is called Ghost Refining Cauldron. Ancient ghost cultivators used it to refine their souls to merge with ghosts. Put the soul that is bound by the Xinhua oath and the scapegoat into the cauldron at the same time, and then complete the transfer by using the technique I taught you. However, the process is not over after the completion of the transfer. The effect is short-lived and the Xinhua oath will get back to you very soon. Therefore, after completing the transfer, you must refine the scapegoat in the cauldron as quickly as possible so that the Xinhua oath can be completely removed. This is the Xinhua oath that has been entangled around my soul. I have tried several times before to check if this method is feasible, but every time I saw it, I felt it was absurd. How could I have been pushed to such a point by this thing? Mei Ling also came in. Good, I tried it a few times with the guardian spirit before, but I just couldn't pull it into the cauldron. This time, I tried it with Mei Ling, and it went smoothly. You have kept me company for so many years, it's time to say goodbye. You finally have spirit and wisdom, but now you have to sacrifice for me. But I can't give up my cultivation. It is better to rely on myself rather than others, in order to completely get rid of the Xinhua oath. I have to sacrifice you. I was worried that Mei Ling would hurt me when facing death given that she has got spirit and wisdom. Looks like I was overthinking. The ghost fire of soul refining has burned out, and the shackle of the Xinhua oath has been shattered. There is no turning back. It worked. I can feel that the haze in my heart has completely disappeared, the Shinhwa oath has been completely removed. The cauldron even left some power of the living soul which was used to refine Mei Ling. It's enough to make up for the loss of forcibly extracting my soul. When someone dies, he will become a ghost, and when a ghost dies, it will be nihility. No wonder ghost refining cauldron is a treasure for ancient ghost cultivators. It refined Mei Ling into nihility. The nihility can survive in the world for less than half an hour. Mei Ling. This is Mei Long? Mei Ling. Your face. Her reaction. She is absolutely not as innocent as a kid, is she? Are your wisdom and spirit mature? Since when? Why didn't you resist when I refined you just now? Sorry, Master, I didn't want you to find it out. I was just fulfilling our agreement. Agreement? Could it be? So many stars tonight. I'm so happy today, but we can't let my master know that we sneaked out tonight. This is the agreement between us. Let's make a pinky swear. I heard that agreements between friends only take effect after making a pinky swear. You don't even know how to make a pinky swear, let me teach you. But it doesn't matter, after all, if you really have wisdom and spirit, you will abandon me like my parents did one day. So, it's fine this way, me controlling you, we are making a pinky swear. Mei Ling will never betray me and will always be by my side. We share the same mind. We survive together. This is what I told you when I was a kid. Did you already have wisdom and spirit at that time? I didn't understand so many things, but I remember every word you said. I wanted to play with Xinger, but you said that Huayu was up to no good, and you asked me to pry him out. I wanted to talk to you, but you said that if a ghost was too intelligent, it couldn't be driven submissively anymore. I wanted to continue to have no consciousness, but you said you hoped that I could have wisdom and spirit. I wanted to reassure you and stay by your side as I did before, but you said that you wanted to have one last try. I knew what you really wanted, so I did what you said. Master, do you still remember another agreement we made? I have remembered it all the time. When you were little, you said it was too much troublesome to comb your hair as it was too long, so you asked me to help you. You said it was my job to keep you company and comb your hair all the time. Master, I don't have much time. Can I comb your hair again? Hee, I like combing your hair the most. Master, your hair is fragrant. Ghosts don't have a sense of smell, but I just can smell it. Does it mean that we have a genuine bond? I will take your silence as an acknowledgement of what I said. The happiest thing in my life is that I met you. It's great. Master. I will never betray you. But from now on, I can't keep our agreement anymore. Mei Ling. Mei Ling. It was just a kid's joke, yet you took it as an agreement. If I hadn't found out your secret, were you going to disappear without saying anything? Just to fulfill my wish of removing the Shinhwa oath? If I had known that you already had mature wisdom and spirit, I wouldn't dare to take the risk of using this ghost refining cauldron. You were fully capable of breaking free from my suppression and hurting me during the process. After all, even my parents chose to abandon me before they died. How could anyone in this world really be willing to sacrifice for me? Idiot. You knew me so well, you could have said one word to scare me into giving it up, but you chose to accept it all silently. Just because I asked you to do that. I have been wrong all this time. It turns out that there is indeed someone in this world who would do everything for me. And that person was always by my side. Mei Ling. Mei Ling. Tales of the supernatural records that, after a ghost turns into nihility, only formless exuvi are left. These powders in the cauldron are the only remains of Mei Ling after she was refined. I will keep them forever. Wait. I have two ways. First, weaken Mei Ling's strength. You don't need to destroy her cultivation base, just make her weaker than her current state. If you bear to do so, you can give it a try later. I should have thought of that. When Mei Ling was refined into nihility, it might be the best time to merge her with the guardian spirit. Maybe it's too late to do it now. Is it really too late? It worked, but she is not Mei Ling. I didn't expect that ghosts could dream when they die. I meet you again. Mei Ling. Mei Ling, you are back. Humph? I'm not dead? No, you are not dead. It's great, I can keep fulfilling our agreement. From now on, you are my guardian spirit, and we will never leave each other. No one can snatch you from me as long as I'm alive. Why you, in the end? It was still you who helped me. Where has Yenryu gone to? Why hasn't she? Why you? Why are you standing there? Get over here. It's strange. Why do I feel that Yenryu is different? Take it easy, I have something to tell you. I see, that is to say, you intended to bet on both sides from the beginning, and you even made up your mind to betray me before. She even provided me with origin points of gratitude before, but she still gave me away behind my back. Her words are not credible, not even her genuine emotions. I have nothing to defend myself with, but if I had multiple choices, I certainly wouldn't just rely on you. Always thinking about leaving yourself a way out, that is indeed your style of doing things. Since it is so, why did you tell me the truth? According to what you said, the Shimo oath on you has been removed, which means the masked man has fulfilled his promise. You could have sold me out, and you would gain more in this way, right? If you sup with the devil, you will inevitably be hurt by the devil, which I know very well. Is this the thing that the masked man gave you to hurt me? Use my body tissues as an inducer? There is such a type of witchcraft in the world. To be precise, that's what I thought before. I'm afraid the masked man is like me, not just expecting what benefit he has now. From the beginning, they didn't rely on the body tissues that I collected to go against you, but me instead. I think maybe when he met me at the inn, he had tampered with the aquatic elderberry. If it weren't for Mei Ling, who discovered the abnormality by Qi observation techniques she learned from the monument for ghost cultivators, I'm afraid that I might not detect that someone did something on me even after I finished things in Shilan Kingdom. Unbelievable. Have you dealt with the abnormality in your body? It won't be activated all of a sudden, will it? That's an unnecessary question, of course. I have gotten rid of it, after all. Their trick has been working. You can't sense it, right? I withdrew a puff of special Qi attached to you, now I am holding it. Really? I felt nothing. It is not different from what Mei Ling pulled out of me. It's formless, insubstantial, and indistinguishable. I can only deal with it through Mei Ling's new ability. I don't know its origin, but judging from its shape, it's very likely that it is related to the Liu family. From the perspective of Mei Ling's Qi observation technique, it's not hard to tell that it came from me. I am afraid that as long as I get close to you, this ethereal thing will attach to you automatically. No wonder that masked man asked me to collect your body tissues. After all, in this way, I have to get close to you, and then it will be planted into you unconsciously. As for its usage, it can't be learned only through Mei Ling's Qi observation technique. It probably serves as coordinates, so that the one who targets you can lock and identify you by a method like Qi observation technique, or it might be a prerequisite for some mysterious means. Shilan Wei is just my cover in Shilan Kingdom. Once I remove it, no one can find me or hurt me, but if I carry this thing, I will have the risk of exposing my identity at any time. Ultimately, the system is too rigid. I was haunted by such a thing, but it didn't alert me. Does it only alert me and help me when my consciousness is invaded? I can tell you have realized the risk, right? Don't worry, I have solved the problem for you. Let's look beneath the surface. Considering that Zhou Yanping is colluding with the masked man, his strength must not be inferior. Although he was tricked by you and is being hunted by the two evil sects, we can't be sure if he has other plans. According to the original plan, I should secretly meet with them after I complete the matter. However, I have cracked their trick on my own, so I surely can't go to meet with them, but I'll also have no chance to know what they're gonna do next. Take my advice, their means are unpredictable. Since you have gotten the power source stone, you should just stop here. Don't get involved in the dispute about the Shilan treasury anymore. It's better to leave soon. You are cautious, but when all is said and done, what happened to me was caused by you. Whether it's true or not, I can't just take your word for it. What I said is all true, don't worry. I have made up my mind this time. I'll give up the benefits that the masked man promised me. As for the previous schemes, considering we won't meet again in the future, please forgive me this one last time. We won't meet again? You mean? I have thought it over. The reason that I told you the truth is because of an impulse to return your favor of reshaping Mei Ling. I know I am a completely bad woman this whole time. You helped me cultivate and refine the guardian spirit, and saved Mei Ling in the end. With my nature, I would regard these kindnesses as nothing. Sooner or later, when my gratitude wears off, only schemes would remain. In case I would betray you again in the future, our cooperation should end here. Why you? Hold on a second. It's a reflex. I envisioned doing this countless times when Yenryu offered positive origin points. After seeing the origin point of gratitude, I just did it unconsciously. However, I can take the opportunity to insert the heart trigger into her, so that the efforts I made all along won't be in vain. Now that you have gotten rid of the Shinwa oath, how are you going to deal with being pursued by Chonling's sect? Although it is less efficient than planting the heart trigger directly, such an invisible and silent method must not be perceivable to her. It will be done in 2 seconds. Don't worry, Huayu, I have my way to solve the dispute with Chonling's sect. Besides, even if you are willing to let me count on you, you and I will only part ways in the end. Don't worry, I will keep everything about you a secret. From now on, we are going on our separate ways. We will meet again if there is an opportunity. So this is how it feels using the 5 elements shift. And plus with my ghost-shaped shift, no one can keep us. It's strange, Qinger is much weaker than Huayu, but when it comes to you, why can our techniques share with each other? Are chosts of Chonling's sect variant? I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened before I was born, so I can't give you the answer. How come you became like this after being reborn? You are not the same as you were before. What was my personality like before? Do you think what I was like before is better? Actually, I don't know. But you are better now than before. What are we going to do next? Find a chance to leave the treasury first. Do you need me to return to your body? It's okay, just stay outside if you want to. From now on, you can do whatever you want. Another way to perform Qi observation technique? It's strange, I can't see any problem with you. And it was the same case the other day. Leave it if you can't find any. After all, either Yenryu didn't lie to me and did remove everything abnormal from me, or she just played tricks on me again. There are only these 2 possibilities here. Is my Qi observation technique weaker than Mei Ling's? It's too frustrating. However, after going through these things, Yenryu seems to have changed a lot. From this point of view, the former possibility is more probable. She's changed a lot? Is it because Mei Ling was reborn? I didn't say goodbye to Mei Ling just now because I came back late. What a pity. Besides, isn't our plan can't be done after Yenryu left? Yeah, now, the point is I didn't completely insert the heart trigger into her, and I don't know if it can still work and how long it will work. She ran away so fast, it's hard to catch her now. Think about it carefully. She asked me for help when she was hunted down by her so-called master. She probably put on an act at that time. If she wants to escape, her master can't catch her at all. Unfortunately, this place is filled with yin qi, and my fast shift mantra to locate ghosts doesn't work well here. Otherwise, I can find her. Forget it. So what if you can find her? In order to reduce the difficulty, the function of the heart trigger is only about preventing Yenryu from deceiving me again. Whether I could make it or not, it probably can't change her mind about leaving me. Moreover, I don't think I would have a chance to get the ghost domain pot without her. I didn't lose anything but gained something instead. Anyway, she only thinks that I am a good guy and a fool, and she doesn't know my true identity. Just let her go. What are we going to do now? Leave the treasury as soon as possible, as what she said? No, Yenryu is a woman, cautious and weak. It's reasonable for her to run away. But I am a man. I'm not afraid of taking risks. Run away? That's never gonna happen. Since there are no other treasures here, it's time for us to meet with the 2 evil sects, and see if they have any means to deal with Zhou Yanping. Zhou Yanping plotted against me many times. I must kill him. Wait, it seems too reckless. This thing must be done, but before that, I need to make a backup plan. I never fight unless I come prepared. Qinger, go to. Only you are here? Where is Grand Elder Huili? Your Highness, you are finally here. Zhou Yanping has escaped again. Huili is manipulating bugs to locate him, so she can't get here for the time being. It should be daytime outside now, which means the gate of the moon has long disappeared. You only needed to guard the gate of the sun, yet you still failed to get Zhou Yanping with so many men from the 2 sects? Basically, it's hard to kill a level 4 pre-celestial stage master in an open area. Although Shilan Treasury is an enclosed space, it is quite large. Moreover, Zhou Yanping is sly and hard to deal with. Normally, even if your highness joined us, we could only hold him back for 5 minutes at most. Oh? Even with me, we can only hold him back for 5 minutes at most. Do you look down on me? Looks like Zhou Yanping's eerie method of making people forget him as a threat is still taking effect. However, Yan Shirgu is from one of the 9 evil sects, and should have his own way of dealing with it. I am not looking down on you. After all, we don't need your highness to go all out, and presumably, your highness doesn't have that intention either, so why don't you hear out our plan? I didn't expect you to know me quite well. Alright, I am all ears, but before that, we need to talk about my pay first. What do you want? The remaining fragments of the power source stone, and other treasures that you secretly collected from the treasury. Don't tell me you are loath to give them back. According to the agreement, those things belonged to me originally. Give them back to me, and I won't hassle you anymore. As you wish. Grand Elder Huili. Mr. Yan. You guys just don't want to give up, do you? Within the Xilan treasury, I can come and go freely. Oh? What about counting me in? It's you. You. What's wrong? You look bad abruptly. Did you see something on me, or nothing on me? Honestly, judging from your look, I believe Yenryu didn't lie to me. I have a lot to ask you, but right now, we 3 are fighting you. I may as well take you down first. 5 minutes later. It's said that scholars' words are ever-changing, yet the fundamental thing remains the same. In terms of means alone, you do have various moves. It's just that when scholars fight, is so much paper needed? You are so funny, Your Highness. Confucian scholars from the Ming Empire use scriptures as weapons along with various means. Their attacks always come without a sign, making them difficult to detect, thus leaving people defenseless. It's our luck that Your Highness has joined forces to fight him this time. If it were just me and Mr. Yan, he would have run away. He has run out of skills, and his scriptures will also be used up sooner or later. If we keep fighting him, we will surely kill him today. You only talk but don't take action. You don't even want to release your puppet beast. Huili also stands aside throughout the whole process. It's clear that both of you want to conserve energy and avoid giving your all. But then again, what's wrong with Zhou Yanping? Up to this point, he hasn't fought back seriously once but passively warded off instead. He is weaker than expected. Moreover, why didn't he provide me with any origin points? He is good at restraining his emotions. I pride myself on being meticulous, thinking of killing 2 birds with 1 stone in this treasury, but now I seem to be conceited. Never mind, given the current situation, there will be no turning point even if it's moving on like this. What, the Gate of the Moon appeared again. I see, drawing out the Gate of the Moon at any time is his last resort to get out of the treasury. Thank goodness, we weren't waiting for him at the Gate of the Sun after the Gate of the Moon disappeared. We didn't stop chasing him, otherwise he would have already fled. This route of retreat was also left for Your Highness and Miss Yen. Now it's only available to me. Do I need to thank you then? Your Highness moves so fast. So do you. Sorry, this way is not passable. If you want to escape, you should try to move towards Mr. Yan and Grand Elder Huili. Hey, the 2 of you, stop slacking off. I've helped you hold him back for such a long time and successfully stopped him from running away. I have done my part. What about your trump cards? It's time to use them. Even God is on my side this time. I didn't expect Zhou Yanping to draw out a new Gate of the Moon, so at the final moment, whether Ji Jinya behind Zhou Yanping appears abruptly and joins the fight, or these 2 sects join hands to kill me, I can run away at any time. Perfect. Trump cards? Be patient, Your Highness, our trump cards are coming. Puppet mechanism armor seal. I can't move, this is the seal technique? I was disturbed by that fake Xilan way and misjudged the situation, so the pre-celestial stage masters of Keshwaxi sect could catch me. What trick is this? Why can't I move? Hey, why am I also trapped? This seal technique of Keshwaxi sect attacks indiscriminately. Your Highness was so close to Zhou Yanping. Don't worry, Your Highness, I will let you out after I kill Zhou Yanping. This move can destroy bodies and souls and restrain 18 types of escape techniques and 3 resurrection methods in the world. Zhou Yanping, you will die for sure. Bugs gather soul poison pierces bodies. Mantra of insect god, scepter destruction. My living weapon is forced out, Xie sect, Confederacy sect, you. The gate of the moon has been destroyed. Xie sect was hitting a mosquito with a flak, for fear that they can't kill Zhou Yanping. I was not afraid of their tricks at all with the tidal living weapon, which can freeze my health in a near-death state, and I even wanted to see what tricks they had. I just didn't expect its power to be far beyond my imagination. I could feel that most of its power targeted Zhou Yanping, while only a little affected me, but just that little amount nearly killed me and destroyed the projection of the gate of the moon. They are merely at the level 4 pre-celestial stage, even though they released the move together. How could it be such powerful? That's unreasonable. I thought I had already overestimated the power of these two evil sects, but now it seems that I still underestimated them. It's quite embarrassing this time. She is still alive and almost recovered. Is she really the disciple of Wanao sect? She is stronger than we expected. We need to drop the previous plan. Let's intimidate her and kick her out of the treasury. Okay. Your Highness, are you all right? Grand Elder Huili, your attack was very powerful. Did you try to kill me as well? You got me wrong, Your Highness. I didn't use that move much, and I am not skilled at it, so Your Highness was affected accidentally. I am sure Your Highness could tell that most of its power targeted Zhou Yanping. Of course I could. If not, I wouldn't have listened to your explanation, but I still feel angry. If I didn't have some abilities, I would have been killed with Zhou Yanping. Your Highness, you're exaggerating. You are the disciple of Wanao sect, knowing some ways to counteract the moves of evil sects in the Han Empire. It just had little impact on you. I am sure it's no big deal. I have long said that a loner is nothing to fear no matter how powerful he is. Do you think I'm right, Your Highness? If Xie sect didn't hold back their power, we might have ended this fight sooner. We did hold back our power, but didn't your sect do the same? If it weren't for Her Highness's urging, I am afraid that the reinforcements of your sect might have acted later, right? Now that the biggest hidden danger has been removed, we can talk about the ownership of the flameless holy fire. Before that, Your Highness, please get out of the treasury first. I thought I could get profits while they were fighting. Unexpectedly, Zhou Yanping didn't summon Ji Jianye even on the edge of his death. I am in a dilemma now. Fight them or not? I feel wrong somehow. Did Zhou Yanping fake his own death to escape as I did? Is he watching us somewhere, and then he'll wipe us out altogether? But Xie sect's move was fierce, and he was forced to take it directly. He must be dead. There was no way he faked his death. Huh! That is. Xilan Palace, outside the treasury. The pre-celestial stage masters on the opposite side of the gate went to catch Zhou Yanping. I am wondering if it goes well. If Zhou Yanping gets rid of the siege and fights a way out, we disciples who are at the post-celestial stage will be. Don't worry, Mr. Yan is always prudent. He must be sure of it since he transferred all men. Humph, it's the same as what Master expected. Once they fight inside, Confederacy sect will withdraw all the masters who guard the gate. Next, I'll follow Master's order and find a place to hide first. That person is. How is it? Why is there such a change to the flameless holy fire? Could it be that Zhou Yanping did something to it? Something is wrong. It's not perceptible at first glance, but taking a close look, I can tell it's poorly made with a thin aura in it. Even this remaining aura seems to have been forcibly injected. It is a fake. A fake? How can it be? Did Zhou Yanping secretly switch the genuine one with the counterfeit, and hid it during his escape? Grand Elder, look! Mask, the shape and the pattern are the same as Yenryu told me. Is Zhou Yanping the one who secretly met Yenryu that day? I knew it was not that simple. Fortunately, I didn't completely fall out with the two evil sections at the Gate of the Sun, outside the treasury. Although this substitute is way weaker than me, I didn't expect that he couldn't escape when he only defended himself with scriptures. 9 evil sects of the Han Empire are indeed hard to deal with. It's a pity that the rare chosen talented seed could only be buried here with you all. Yenryu, the plot against Xilan Wei should have worked out perfectly, but it was ruined because of you. I was nice to you, yet you betrayed me. You deserve your name as Evil Jade Beauty. I underestimated you. Never mind, you are a royal member who won't be easily manipulated. Perhaps I should get the right person to reach out to you the next time. Next. I'll close this gate first. Secret technique of Grand Light Sect. Rotation of the sun and the moon. How is it possible? The Gate of the Sun? Disappeared? It saved me much trouble to use flameless holy fire to perform the secret technique of the Grand Light sect. Otherwise, even if I came here in person, I couldn't do anything to these two gates. I suppose the two evil sects would never figure out that someone in the world can manipulate this ancient Shimo dark tunnel that has lost its owner for thousands of years. It's just a pity. Such a rare treasure became useless after this battle. Huh? Ghost? Where did you come from? Are you a scout that Yenryu left behind before fleeing? Just in time, I'll use you too. Do it yourself if you want to trace Yenryu. My pet won't run errands for anyone else. You. I intended to pretend to be trapped, however, you laid your finger on my pet. Now let's cut the crap. Are you going to fight or escape? I never thought you could get out of the treasury on your own. Very good. Won and lost, lost and won. God has made several jokes with me. Haha. Now the evil sects are trapped. The overall situation has been settled. If I get you, a chosen talented seed, my trip here will be perfect. Is Zhou Yanping a psychopath? Why would he feel pleased when seeing me? If it weren't for the teleportation that can't be used across the worlds, I would be longing for something valuable when I got out after China was knocked down. I've never thought of sticking out. The two evil sects have agreed to fight together with me, but why is it only me charging ahead? Does what I planned painstakingly before going down the drain? Keshwaxi sect, Chiliang sect come out to fight. What is it? Is there a seal that the evil smell of rosefinch can't burn down? No, the evil smell of rosefinch did play its part. However, this seal is not simply with the power of heaven and earth. Its resilience is so strong that it can correct the deviated path almost instantly. If I want to destroy it, I need to go all out and concentrate on my power for at least 15 minutes. Zhou Yanping won't give me that chance. Let me try to scare him away temporarily. That was a nice try, Your Highness. However, I cast that seal with the power of the flameless holy fire, which is not that easy to break. I mean no harm, Your Highness, but you seem to misunderstand me. Could you please allow me to explain? Misunderstand? Zhou Yanping, do you think I'm a fool? Path of sword, water element breaking sky and cloud. She can resonate with heaven and earth, intimidating people even before strikes are performed. The chosen talented seed is indeed amazing. I am so excited now. Let me see how sharp your sword is. You want to fight against my path of sword? Please. He is as obstinate as Yan Shirgu. Is he really so confident, or is he just bluffing as I am? Hey, sky sealing sword, I fed you so much good stuff. You must pull yourself together. Stop shaking. I can't do it. Sky sealing sword will be shattered if I make this strike. If Zhou Yanping can take this strike and only suffers a minor injury, yet my sword is shattered, that will be too embarrassing. No one under the 7th level of the pre-celestial stage can resist breaking sky and cloud. The only disadvantage of it is that I can hold back the power but exert it all unreservedly. If you are killed accidentally, there is no one in the world who I can ask about something. It's not worth it. I don't have to break my sword to fight him. I'll spare your life for now. The masters in the main world are all daredevils. Before Sky Sealing Sword restores its power to its peak in the small world, I won't use it to perform the path of sword and stir up the strength of heaven and earth. Since your highness doesn't want to fight, I surely have no intention of provoking one. You can ask me anything you want now. Let me reintroduce myself. I am Shilan Wei, the evil sword goddess and the messenger of Elder Moro of Immortal Sky. Mr. Zhou, who on earth are you then? I heard that there is a new evil sect in the Han Empire. They use humans as blood sacrifices, so they massacre and are a great fear to all. There is even a rumor that Elder Moro, who they believe in, is an immortal at the multi-celestial stage. Although it's a rumor, given the current situation, Elder Moro can't be weak with this person in front of me as his follower. I heard about Immortal Sky before and have admired Elder Moro for a long time. I am surprised that your highness turns out to be Elder Moro's messenger. However, didn't your highness already know who I really am at the thatched cottage? Why bother to ask again? That's unfair. I have revealed myself, yet you are still acting dumb. Sky 7 and Sky 12 really did a good job. Even this man has heard of Immortal Sky. I don't need to boost myself in front of him then. If you don't want to tell me, I'll change the subject. You've done a lot of effort to set up this trap, using the treasury as bait only to go against the evil sects. It appears that you hold a deep grudge against the evil sects in the Han Empire. The evil sects are heterodox, wrecking the country and bringing ruin to the people. It's the right thing for us scholars to uphold righteousness and eliminate evil. Stop this deceitful rhetoric. I might believe you if I didn't know the whole thing, but since you can control the gate of the sun and the gate of the moon, you should have lured the evil sects into the treasury and destroyed them. Why did you wait until today? Were you waiting for the 9 sects meeting that is held once every 30 or 40 years? Were you waiting for them to recruit new disciples so that you can involve the elites from both sects in this long-standing deadlock of the Xie Yan crisis? Evil sects must be eradicated. Since I plan to do it, I must make sure that it will be well carried out. If so, it brings me to another question. There are so many evil sects in the world, and there are 9 sects only in the Han Empire. Why Keshhoxi sect and Xiliang sect? As far as I know, these 2 sects have been very close to the royal family of the Han Empire, and they are even connected with the military. It can be said that they are the most important partners of the D family. If the 2 evil sects lose all their elites, it's equal to cutting off one arm of the D family. Normally, the D family would be furious, probing, pursuing the truth and finding out the culprit. But what can be found is only that these 2 sects fought each other to get the treasure in the Xie Yan treasury. No matter how capable the D family is, they would only turn the other cheek to it. The one who instigated Tu Lanja to stir up civil strife in Xie Yan Kingdom also expected this result. Am I right? Mr. Zhou Yanting, the former official of the Lu family from the former Han Empire? It seems that Yan Ryu not only broke the agreement, but also told everything about her background to you. What a stupid woman! Had she never thought that she would be hunted down by the D family if she were exposed? Immortal Sky has nothing to do with the 2 evil sects and the D family of the Han Empire, and it might even be their enemy, not a friend. Why don't you be an onlooker? Be an onlooker? You changed your former plan and sent a substitute into the treasury to fight the 2 evil sects for what? Didn't you just want to get me out? You were worried that I would be trapped inside with them. Doesn't it suggest that I mean no harm to you? Am I a fool to you? It was you who messed with me first, Mr. Zhou. How could you have the nerve to ask me to be an onlooker? Looks like you have a profound misunderstanding of me. It will get you no benefit from meddling in this matter. Benefit? I will fight for it. On my own. Thank you for the information you provided. My master has figured out the identity and the purpose of Zhou Yanping. Here is the thing. It's a good opportunity. I will definitely get the best from the 2 evil sects this time. Moreover, Immortal Sky also has its plan for the evil sects in the Ham Empire. Now that I have figured out your purpose, I won't stand by and watch you mess around and ruin Elder Moro's cause. So you insist on getting involved? It's rumored that Elder Moro is an immortal at the multi-celestial stage. If it's true, why is he hiding? I am afraid that he has a secret which can't be shown to the world, right? Are you talking about Elder Moro or the one behind you? Yan Ryu, and you set up a trap to kill me with miracle sign, and the one has never shown up. Is he unwilling to show his true identity, or afraid of alerting the enemy? Since you have already figured it out, aren't you worried that you would flee in panic again if you take action today? Can you do that? If you can use the miracle sign at will, why do you have to talk to me for so long? Besides, the one behind you likes to bully someone weaker. Do you think Elder Moro won't do anything about it? What he did in Sequin Mountain that day revealed some of his weaknesses. If he does it again, I can tell you that Elder Moro will definitely fight his way down to his lair and find out his true identity. Don't think too highly of yourself. You are not worthy of that man fighting you personally. That sounds boastful. Good, he revealed it. Jijinya can't make a move at will. With the bluff of Elder Moro, Jijinya is less likely to show up and fight me. I didn't go all out at the thatched cottage, and your substitute in the treasury just passively warded off, which was very boring. There's no need to worry, I'll just fight him. I hope the real you won't disappoint me. You shouldn't exert all your strength. As a result, you won't be able to alter or retrieve it. You don't even understand such a simple truth. Your strength and your eloquence do not match well. I underestimated you, but who told you that I exerted all my strength just now? Your swordsmanship is indeed a bit bizarre and powerful, but it poses no threat to me at all. What? What just happened? Sky Sealing's swords seem to become heavier. Confucian techniques are indeed not for attack, but I learned from the practical school, the path of which can influence a fight the most. The path is within things, my path is in your sword, so you can't bear its weight. Without a sword, I wonder how many means left you can use. The way of relying on external things is not suitable for you. As I said in the thatched cottage, the most suitable method for you is the Confucian cultivation method. You are so verbose, do you think you are the only one who knows Confucian path? Now let me show you. The real Confucian path. The real Confucian path? How? How is it possible? Confucian cultivation methods are exerted with words, while images are clearly not our means. This pure and overwhelming aura undoubtedly comes from a Confucian sage, but why have I never seen such a person among the sage's portraits? The Confucian path I mastered is about the heavenly decree and the rules following as they are uttered. Ironically, you claimed yourself a legitimate disciple of Confucianism, yet what you did is against its doctrines. I will use the real Confucian path to break your pseudo-Confucianism. Courtesy. Aid an evildoer to do evil immortal. This is the power of the Confucian path. Break promises and tell lies dishonest. Care only about your own interests selfish. Abandon your fellows disloyal. Think too highly of yourself unwise. Plot against the country and stir up chaos unkind. A person like you, who is immoral, dishonest, selfish, disloyal, unwise and unkind, should be seriously punished. How dare you claim yourself a great scholar? I can't fight back at all, I have to reset the formation. The subjects that Confucius would never talk about are extraordinary things, feats of strength disorder, and spiritual beings. My cultivation base and techniques are all gone in an instant? Is this the power of the heavenly decree? It's working well, looks like this move did help stimulate his emotions. I'll make it worse for him then. Huh! Oh no! I got too carried away. The magic realm was broken by his aura at the 4th level of the pre-celestial stage. Looks like my magic realm can deal with people at the 3rd level of the pre-celestial stage at most. It's still difficult to deal with a level 4 pre-celestial stage cultivator. This is. The injuries are healed. What happened just now is an illusion? I fought a master at the 3rd level of the pre-celestial stage. He figured out my trick at once and cracked it easily. You are not capable, Mr. Zhou. You can't even see through an illusion. If it weren't for your high cultivation base, you would have been dead. Turns out you don't know Confucian techniques at all. How dare you fool me? So what if I fooled you? What can you do about it? I have been going easy on you. Do you really think I have no way to get you? Do I need to thank you for that, Mr. Zhou? Stop bluffing, bring it all on. I admit it is difficult to take you down if I am not prepared for your endless approaches. However, I've been talking with you since you got out of the treasury. Do you really think what I've been doing is meaningless? Mr. Zhou, you are too talkative. I don't give about it. I have been preparing this move against you for a long time. Where there is a thing, there is Tao. Broken. I didn't use this move before because I was trying to show mercy. But since you didn't buy it, I have no choice but to break your sword with the supreme power and demoralize you. Now that you lost your weapon, you should stop fighting. Very good. You smashed my sword. Turns out that the evil sword is the reason that you could conceal your realm. Now you are exposed as it's broken, this aura. You are only at the 2nd level of the pre-celestial stage. Surprisingly, your realm is so low. All this time, I believed it was stupid to fight you hard for the 2 evil sections, so just like you, I have been going easy on you the whole time. However, Mr. Zhou, you should have never, ever smashed my sword. I have always been reluctant to use it too much since it was forged. I never expected it would be ruined like this by you. I'm in a bad mood right now, very bad. And when I'm in a bad mood, I don't like to think much but fight only. So, Mr. Zhou, I am going to kill you right now. That's a bold claim. You are now the evil sword goddess without a sword. What else can you do? Use the illusion again? Your flame is so powerful that it can actually turn the supreme power against my techniques. Your flame is so powerful that it can actually turn the supreme power against my techniques. It's quite impressive, but it's a pity that you are only at the 2nd level of the pre-celestial stage. Besides, you've used the external-internal power a lot before. How much do you have left now? Water can put out a fire. A flame can do nothing when facing an ocean. After all, your realm is too low. Finger of Nirvana. Her external-internal power was regained instantly? Oh no. Her speed and power are no less than that before her sword was broken. Is it pure physical power? Could it be? She didn't count on that evil sword? God, you. I know you are so capable of escaping that the two evil sects can't capture you. I am sorry that you met me this time. Get in. How dare you? Humph? This is a Shimo dark tunnel? It's closed and isolated. How could she have such a rare space treasure? Heaven and earth as a furnace, we as fire. No matter what techniques you got, you can't escape from here once you get in. You were even allowed to take such a treasure along. Immortal Sky is indeed impressive. What, are you scared now? It's too late. Too late? It's just a small Shimo dark tunnel, as long as I can take you down. I have my way to get out of here. Virtue is bound by no strenuosity. The earth carries weights. Gravity? That's it. It can't even cause me a mortal injury. I have to do it myself. Living weapon. She ripped out her heart. I feel more relaxed, however, it seems not enough to simply double the attack power. Title, Living Weapon. Current effect, you've accepted the resistance of a world. When you are seriously injured and on the verge of death in a battle, the effect of the title will be triggered automatically. Before the end of this battle, your health will be constantly in a near-death state, and no attack can hurt you. Your power is endless. At the same time, your damage will be doubled. To maintain the title effect, you need to consume 1 origin point per second. If the origin points are used up or you change the title, the effect of this title will be automatically suspended. Quadrupling the mind fire and doubling the attack power. I didn't even use these on that monster before. I am at the peak of my strength right now. You should feel flattered, Mr. Zhou. Moral body, mind fire, 4 times stronger. I'm in a hurry. Keeping you trapped inside here will continuously deplete my origin points. Immortal dominating punches, 4 times stronger. Look carefully, Mr. Zhou, from now on, I won't use my sword, any paths or special fire, but only my fists. 1 punch after another. To beat you up. Impossible. Immortal genre, wandering dragon. Haha, it feels so good, awesome, ha ha ha. I can't stop her. Or defend myself. She is too strong in all ways. So much stronger than before. What kind of monster have I messed with? Mr. Zhou, the appetizer is served, here is the feast. With no worry, dragon and whales show me the power. Huh! Your fleeing art is indeed brilliant, it's just a pity that you are trapped in this pot ghost domain. You can't run away from me. Here is the boundary of this Shimo dark tunnel. As long as I carve out a crack with the supreme power, it won't be hard for me to get out of here. I just need time to. Again? Even though you run fast, everything here is under my control. You have nowhere to hide. I didn't hit you the first time, the second time. Then I will keep doing it 10 times or even 100 times. Until you have no methods to use and nowhere to hide. Immortal dominating punches, real dragon swift. I'm out of strength. I have reached the limit to transfer the damage by words, but her attacks show no sign of stopping. How could she still fight even with a big hole in her chest? And she is even far more dangerous than when she held the sword. Yet, her cultivation base and internal power at the second level of the pre-celestial stage have stayed the same all along. The biggest difference from before is the theory behind it. Is it some kind of martial art to improve strength by self-harm? It's unheard of. However, it's a demonic method. I don't believe there is no limit. Immortal dominating punches, heavenly axe-breaking formation. I am feeling easier to fight you. Looks like your means of survival have been used up, in that case. Fighting to this moment, I have nothing to say, since you want to die together. How could I say no? Die together? What makes you have that misconception? Do you think that I am forcing myself and have actually become a spent force? So you are going to go all out to strike the final blow? Alright then, I will not dodge it, so I can make you feel utterly despair. Paths are inseparable from devices. Celestial phenomena reject rules. Impossible. Are the people from Immortal Sky monsters? Mr. Zhou, never see you again. This is what would happen when you destroyed my sky-sealing sword. Humph. Stupid system, can't you heal my wounds before taking back the feature of living weapon? I will be tortured to death by you one day. Finger of Nirvana. Finger of Nirvana is amazing but also consumes lots of origin points. Eh? Why is there another prompt? What the hell? The walls of the Shimo Dark Tunnel in the post-celestial stage ghost domain pod are damaged. Would you like to proceed with 3,000 origin points to repair the walls? 3,000 original points. Unscrupulous system. The pod only cost me 10,000 origin points, but the cost of 3 repairs is enough to get me a new one. Of course, I'm gonna repair it. I am rich. In the pod ghost domain, the ability of scanning with senses can't be used. Theoretically, I shouldn't have been exposed much to Genia. Although I was a little impulsive this time, it should be no problem. However, the pod is badly damaged after a desperate fight against a level 4 pre-celestial stage Confucian cultivator, who wasn't good at attacking. Looks like I have to find some other ways to completely turn this pot into a perfect cage. The consumption of trapping a living person into the pot, using the living weapon, using the finger of Nirvana, and repairing the pot. It cost me a lot to kill a level 4 pre-celestial stage master. Mr. Zhou, if I can't get any benefits from you, I will smash your corpse into ashes. Are these all you got? A few pieces of paper? You were an outstanding disciple in your sect. How come you were so poor when you were out? You were even more destitute than Child Thousand Faces. I'll go on frisking. Still, I will burn your body if I can't find anything good from you. This jade pendant. It feels familiar. System fragment found fusing. A damaged system fragment? Of course, fragments are broken. System, you really like making a fuss. However, it is a surprise that Zhou Yanping actually has a system fragment. Wait, if Zhou Yanping was carrying a system fragment, why was there no prompt? I've always received a prompt when I got close to a system fragment before. Is it because this one is damaged? A broken system fragment can only be detected when I hold it in hand? It's a pity that Zhou Yanping is dead. I can't get more secrets from him. Whether it is about their schemes or why he had a system fragment, it's a dead end for the time being. He doesn't have a mask. I suppose he is not a substitute. Now I'll just play it by ear. My enemies still don't know my real identity. I will find out some clues and get an opportunity. The fusion of the system fragment is done. System upgrade completed. Current level 5. Function is unlocked. What does this mean? Why did you fuse with it since it's damaged? And since you chose to fuse with it, why do you blur out the name of the function? I'm so pissed off. I still can't figure out what this function is. This dog system is really getting more and more despicable. Forget it, I will figure it out later. I will dispose of Zhou Yanping's body first. Wait, why do I suddenly feel a little hungry? Why would I feel hungry when seeing Zhou Yanping's body? No, it's not my feeling. It's the pot's feeling. It wants to eat Zhou Yanping's body. As long as I let it, the pot ghost domain will devour the corpse. I can feel it. The space in the pot ghost domain has been expanded a little, and even the boundary walls have become a bit thicker. Looks like this Shimo Dark Tunnel can absorb energy and grow on its own by devouring corpses. Interesting, but it's no surprise as it is a post-celestial stage artifact from an advanced-level celestial civilization. If I can provide it with endless corpses, what will this Shimo Dark Tunnel be like by then? Can it restore to its prime? I can try it when I have time later. For now, I need to go out and wrap things up. In the Shilan Palace. Fortunately, the aura of the evil seed hasn't dispersed. I haven't suffered heavy losses yet, so there's still room for recovery. Sky Sealing Sword, I have killed Zhou Yanping, and you can rest in peace. I will definitely refine you into the strongest form next time. Sure enough, even though Zhou Yanping is dead, the seal formation set up by the flameless holy fire hasn't disappeared yet. It will take me a lot of effort to get the 2 evil sects out of the treasury. Qing'er, I've done here. What's the situation inside right now? Did they agree to my request? Master, they are still hesitating. Looks like they will never give up until all hope is gone. Tell them I feel unmotivated if they don't agree to my request. Zhou Yanping is so fierce that I can't hold him much longer. They can't blame me if I really run away and leave them behind. I've already told them, but they still said that they needed to think it over. To hell with them, I'll give them another 10 minutes at most, and I will give them up if they still don't agree on it. I dare them to stay inside for the rest of their lives. Okay, I am giving them the final warning. This is outrageous. Do they really think they can exploit me? While they are still considering, I will conduct an experiment with this seal formation. 1 minute later. Demonic art of Moro can't work on it. Looks like the flameless holy fire indeed can't be absorbed and refined. Is it because its form has been changed after being used by Zhou Yanping? Master, they agreed. That's so fast, it's less than a minute after I asked you to threaten them. It's because the treasury is collapsing. Collapsing? The Shilan treasury? Yes, Master, they are urging you. Good, I am doing it right away. Qing'er, make sure they make the oath. I just wondered for how long they would die after they were trapped in the treasury. If there are accidents, all the previous efforts will be wasted. As expected, Zhou Yanping did keep a plan up his sleeve. Lucky me. I underestimated this seal formation. 30 minutes isn't enough at all. Master, the speed at which the treasury is collapsing is getting faster and faster. Initially it was quite slow, but now it's as terrifying as an avalanche. I saw it. At this speed, in less than half an hour, the entire treasury will be destroyed. Zhou Yanping is already dead. How to solve it? Master, they analyzed that it might be because you took the power source stone away. Without the support of the power source stone, the treasury began to collapse. I got it, they were right. Zhou Yanping had gotten into the treasury and taken the flameless holy fire away. Normally, he would take the power source stone too, but the stone is still in there. If the function of the power source stone is to stabilize the treasury, surely, the treasury will soon collapse once it is taken away. Everything makes sense now. In order to trick the two evil sects into the treasury, Zhou Yanping couldn't take away the power source stone, otherwise, the entire treasury would start to collapse before his plan officially began. Calm them down. I will solve it soon. Another 30 minutes passed. It's finally done. Huh! Hey, Mr. Yan, is this how you treat your savior? Your Highness looks so energetic as if you hadn't gone through a fierce fight. You're so mean and ungrateful. My sword is even broken. Isn't it miserable enough? We don't know if your Highness really had a tough fight against Zhou Yanping, but we do know that you forced Yan Shirgu and me to make a Xinhua oath.